Welcome back to episode 2 of Not Everyone Should Have a podcast for all. We have our first guest, someone only met a month ago, but somehow our bond flourished to be something sweet and beautiful. I respect this man and admire his work ethic. I admire his characteristics, so I thought he'd be the perfect fit for the first guest. So I will let him introduce himself because he's a very confident man and I'm sure he's capable of doing so.
All right. I appreciate the introduction, guys. Hi, my name is Thom. Thom, not Tom, as I always like to remind people. I'm not necessarily a content creator in my own eyes. I just have music that plays in my head and pictures that come with it. And if I don't create those videos, I will lose my head. I'll lose my mind. So I always just like to create things. And if you're interested, please do follow me. Do check out my stuff on Flowerboy Thom. That's FLWRBYTHOM. Yeah. So just take out all the vowels in the word Flowerboy, and then the name Thom at the end. But yeah, like our very lovely host alluded to, we only met about a month ago, and since then, I think it's actually just been like a month and a couple of days, you know.
Yeah, I think we met on the 20th
Yeah, on the
of
20th.
December.
Yeah, and we're like, we should just collab and just like do something at some point. And here we are. Just over a month later.
I think there was a few topics I really wanted to grasp and explore, especially during the start of this venture. One was the fear of failure.
Yes.
And it really resonated with you.
Yes.
And I feel like it's a topic that everyone could resonate with, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of their position in life. Like, because we're all human.
Yeah.
And we want to do good. We want to do the right things. But the fear of failure is a universal feeling.
Yeah.
And it's a crippling feeling. It's a very crippling, paralyzing feeling. And I really wanted to talk about my perspective and my experiences with it. And I really wanted to get someone who is similar to me in a certain sense, who like wanting to be pursuing creative aspects of some sort. And I thought you'd be the perfect guy to chop it up with and talk about the fears of failure with.
Yeah.
So what are your experiences with the fears of failure?
So originally, like when I set up my goal to start doing what I do, the videos that I make, I started doing this in like 2022. I was in Poland at the time, and I really wanted to. I didn't have any goals, really. Like I said, it was just I have an idea, I make it, and then that's just it. But the more I did that, the more I realized that hey, this could actually be something. This could actually get me somewhere at some point. This could actually inspire people, and just all those nice stuff that just go through your head. But most importantly, I wanted to find success in it.
And what does success mean to you? Because I feel like everyone has a different perception of success.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about success, what does that look like to you?
Well, success to me is more of notoriety. You know what I mean? Just popularity, just positive buzz going around like about you. People knowing you, people knowing your work. That's kind of what I want.
Recognition almost.
Yeah, recognition almost. Monetary gain, is just the byproduct of all that. But then I really just wanted people to look at my work and see that, oh my gosh, he put his heart and soul into this. He put his everything into this. So I've always just been chasing that dragon of success. It's truly something special. In the sense that I just really want people just to recognize how hard I work. Yeah. And with the fear of failure, when that comes in, that's now you make something and then you get scared because, the numbers aren't looking good. Or it didn't come out the way you wanted it to come out. Or the person that usually backs you isn't backing you. So you're like, oh my gosh, did I do something wrong? Did I not edit correctly? Did I not do the video at the right time? Did I not do this? Did I not do that? And that just now stops me from creating completely. I lose the passion, I lose the drive, I lose the the will to even create anymore.
I really appreciate you saying that, because I totally feel like I'm sailing the same boat almost. With my YouTube content creation or anything I do creatively.
That he needs to get back on.
Exactly, like it's a concept that I loved exploring, and it's my identity. You know, like I really love this shit. I love it for the passion. But as I grew older, I was constantly comparing myself to other creators. I was constantly comparing myself to creators with like unlimited funds. You know, they could get the best equipment. They could go to these certain places and record cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why is my content not coming out the same way? But I recognize with time that my content is unique to me. There's not a single content creator. Forget content creation. There's not a single human out there that's like me. There's not a single human out in this fucking world that's like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's not a single person that could replicate you to its core. So I think I kind of flipped mindset wise and was like, you know what? Regardless of where I'm at in my life, I'm going to document it all, because I want to be like a 70-year-old grandpa, you know, flicking through my old videos and like, yo, like I really did that.
Yeah.
Or like I really evoked inspiration to people who were in similar positions to me, because, you know, people don't want to see the glamorous stuff all the time. You know, people want to see stuff that they can really see themselves in or put themselves in your shoe.
Yeah.
And I was like, once I recognized that and like truly understood what it meant to create content that people can resonate with, people can sympathize with, I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just stick to my own lane. Like, fuck what he's doing.
Yeah.
Fuck what she's doing.
Yeah.
Fuck what them are doing.
I got my own.
I got my own shit, and I'm gonna be 100% confident and sure whatever I'm bringing to the table is the plate that needs to be served. It not even has to want that people want. People need this shit.
Yeah.
I really want to believe it, and if I can really believe it at a delusional point, I can just create, and I could be a machine.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to be. I don't want to do this for monetary value. I don't want to do this for the sake of, oh, like he's telling me to put something out, I gotta put something out now.
Yeah.
I really just want to be a person that's addicted to this shit. Addicted. I remember being like 14, 13, I was addicted to this. I was creating content on anything. My mobile phone got smashed one time. I had no mobile phone. I'd beg my friend, like, let me use your phone for the day.
Yeah.
Record a vlog on his phone. Send the footage over on Dropbox, which took 3 days to upload. 3 whole days.
I'd actually lose my
and
head.
that 3 whole days, I was like tapping my feet. Like, I was like, I need this content right now.
Yeah.
As soon as I got it, edited it, posted it. Did it even consider how it performed? Did it even consider the feedback? I was on to the next already.
Yeah.
And I really want to regain that possession of thought, you know, because I lost the possession of it. Like, I kind of fell victim to the like societal pressures, and I fell victim to the expectations of people, because I got to a position in my life, especially recently, where my content has kind of evolved. People are like, you need to drop more, you have to be someone.
Yeah.
And it's like pressure that I'm not sure I can live with, you know, because whatever they see me to becoming, I can't see it in myself right now. Like, so if I can't see it in myself, I'm crippled.
Like, you can't see what they see.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. No, go on. I just added my own 2
No, I think I've kind of said what I need to say. So I want to hear something from you.
No, like, again, you and I are just more or less thinking from the same brain. I really do believe that a lot of the content creators that we look at, the ones that, like you said, have like unlimited funds, they were born out of necessity. Their success was born out of necessity of the world. They created their own lane. They created, you know, I'm going to do my own thing. This is what I'm going to do. And then they just kept going at it. Because it's your thing. It's your passion. I could never be a you. I could never be a Chunks. I could never be a name another popular YouTuber who, you know.
Casey Neistat.
Yeah, you know, like
Stampy Longnose.
Yeah, like
PewDiePie.
You get, yeah, no, definitely, never know a PewDiePie. But you know, I can never be them. I can only be myself. Like, I was looking at myself in the mirror, like on my way here, just at home, And I felt like it's going to sound like some cocky stuff, like some cocky shit, but I'm so happy that you said it before I did.
No be arrogant. This is a space to fucking be arrogant.
This is like, let me look down the camera. Hey, I'm the fucking... now, hey, I'm playing. But like, you know, it's a thing where it's like, no one makes what I do. No one does what I do as well as I do. You know, no one sees the vision that I see. And even to the person that's watching, even to the person that's listening, no one sees what you see. No one does what you do. This isn't even about content creation anymore. This is the way you wake up. This is the way you brush your teeth. This is the way you walk, man. Like, people take fucking 400 paces to go somewhere. You take 401. Do you know how crazy that is? That's your own pace. That's your own way of making it. You know what I mean? People create content in such a way that it's people can just like swallow it and just, you know, move on with their lives. I can watch other content creators and just move on, but then I guarantee you, I can promise you right now, when I watched your videos, a lot of them, like, you show me like some videos that, you know, that like, you know, that you're in the process of making, in the process that have already been put out there, they still resonate with me. I told you a couple of days ago, I made a video for my friend's birthday celebration. So yeah, to Jemima. And again, if Jemima, if you're listening to this, I'll send it to her. I'll send this podcast to her so she can listen. She's someone who makes her own lane. I was talking to her. She needs to create her own lane, and she told me she wants to just figure that way out. She made a video that was tailored to the masses. It performed well, but she wasn't satisfied with it. But that's a different story. I made a video for her birthday, and I styled my video more or less to how you made one particular video. And I told you that specifically because you inspired me to do what you do. Do you know? And the reason why is like, I've watched YouTube for like the last 10, 15 years of my life, but at no point was I inspired to make any of their work. But I looked at what you did, and I was like, nah, that is so unique, and that is so perfect to the way that you do it, that even when I tried to do it, it still came out a quarter as good as he did it.
I think it takes a lot of character and integrity to be open and honest with someone else and tell them to their face that you've inspired them.
Yeah, no.
Because a lot of people hold ego, or a lot of people hold pride. No. And people are afraid to give the other person flowers. And like, for me, I've always given my flowers. Like, you know, every time I've tried it, like, I've seen something from you, I have to compliment it. Like, your charisma, oh my goodness, it's to a state of like, I need to match this by half, not even half. Like, your charisma is outstanding, and it's like so admirable. Yeah. And there's so many qualities you possess, and even like the content you put out, and like your presence on the camera, that alone, I need to learn how to master that to a fraction. Because I can create good content, but if I can't master the presence of being in the content, or master the presence of being on the camera, why am I being a YouTuber? Like, I'm somewhat camera shy, and I'm being open and vulnerable right now. Like, I'm camera shy purely because I don't like looking at myself. I'm like, damn, that guy's kind of chopped. So hey,
zoom in on this motherfucker.
Hey, look at this chopped face, bro.
Alright, hey, sorry, guys.
Hey, but
it's fucking Chris Rock in this bitch.
I think that's me being open and honest of my perception of myself.
Yeah.
So I've never really been able to master the art of being present in front of the camera. And that's something that I need to work on this year, because if my dream is to be, you know, a YouTuber, and I'm camera shy, that's like wanting to be an astronaut but being afraid of space. That's like wanting to become a professional swimmer but you're afraid of drowning. You know, and like, this is not even a fear of failure at this point. This is a fear of some bullshit. Like, some bullshit that has like no real significance to who I am and what I can provide to the people and provide to the masses.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate your comment. And even when you messaged me that the video inspired you, it really touched my soul, and it lit me up. And I was like, there was a fire in me, and it was like a little campfire. As soon as you said that shit, house on fire. Like, my whole body is just burning, and it's like that good burn too. It's like the burn of inspiration, the source of something good. And when you said that, I was like, bro, like, I really want to full throttle, like no stopping now.
Yeah, it's like a burn, not like an
And
STD burn though. Like, not like
yeah, I'm celibate for life, guys. Hashtag virgin.
Yeah.
But back to content creation, you picked
Yeah.
up your first camera. Is it your first camera?
Yes, sir. It's my very first camera.
And
Right there, my baby.
And like seeing that purchase made me so happy because it reminded me of the times when I bought my first camera and the optimism that follows with it. So what I'm gonna say to you right now here is, create content. I'm seeing you create, but put that shit out. Because the longer you sustain yourself from putting stuff out, the more comfortable you're gonna be with owning equipment and not posting. And I don't want you to fall in the same predicament I fell in. So that's some unsolicited or unwarranted advice from me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate.
And you don't have to take it in, but I'm telling you, it can get dangerous. You can have all of this equipment lying around.
Yeah.
But just owning it is enough. Like you don't even, like I'll get to a point where I don't even carry my camera anymore. It's been like a good year. I'll be on some crazy adventures with my friends.
But no camera.
I don't even take my camera. I'm like, I want to be so present in the moment.
Yeah.
I disregard the camera, but I feel like I'm at a point right now where I'm so starving from feedback.
Yeah.
I'm so starving from reception. I really want to feel the love.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to feel the praise, and not in an egotistical way, but I want to feel like me. My whole life I've been putting stuff out into the world, and I've always had reception. Bad reception, good reception, I don't give a fuck. But
it's like, as long as there's reception at the end of the day.
Yes, and I've been starving myself from that.
Yeah.
And I feel a bit, what's the best way to put it? I think I'm lacking confidence now in my character, and I'm lacking security in my position in who I am.
Is it based on just like excuse me, like if I'm just like, getting all therapeutical and shit like this, like I don't mean to. I know it's like more about like failure and all that stuff. But where you came from, concerning reception from like people, whether it was good or bad, just reception from people. I can relate to that, much like a lot that we've discussed so far, because the latest video that I put up on my Instagram, right? It was to the tune of Rock Your Body. I gone bowling. And by the way, I'm the best bowler in this room. Just want to put that out there. Yeah. Yeah. So
we'll see to that.
Yeah. Hey, I got pictures. I got evidence. So it was to the tune of Rock Your Body. And I literally shot it in a day. I edited it in a couple of hours, and I just put it out there. And I thought to myself, I think I told you this before. It's probably one of my least. I hate that video. I hate it. Reason being is because I didn't put it out because I wanted to. I put it out because I sort of needed to, but the need wasn't in the right place. It wasn't in the need of I need to create, I need to get it out, because you and I have thought that before. You just described the feeling of being outside and I need to do something, I need to create, not necessarily for validation or for feedback, but because this moment is so beautiful. You begged your friend just to create something, and you waited 3 days for it to upload on Dropbox. That's crazy dedication. But the reason why I put that video out was because I just wanted to hear people's feedback. I just wanted someone to just like say something to me about my art. Which, ever since I put that video out, that thought has just been in the back of my mind. That's like, am I so starved for feedback? I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying from my perspective. Am I so starved for feedback that I just need to hear from people about something that I created? You know what I mean?
I kind of sympathize with that, and I feel that because at some times in my life where I'm not feeling my best self, I'm not feeling my most confident, I kind of search for not necessarily validation, but a little bit of extra love, perhaps deprived of love or affection, not necessarily in a romantic form, but more so like on a human form.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be going through my old videos, scrolling through the old comments to feel some love again.
Yeah.
And it's not even to feel accepted or heard, but it's just to feel recognized at the end of the day. To feel like what I'm doing people are enjoying it and people want more.
Yeah.
But I've gotten to the point right now where I've been so disconnected from my creativity that I've been receiving messages from people almost with resentment or hate.
Like,
And they're annoyed at me that I'm wasting my potential. They're annoyed at me that, like, yo, you have something and you haven't put anything out in so long.
yeah.
You create good content, but you haven't put out the content. What are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
And, you know, I love it. I love a tough love because ultimately it's holding me accountable in ways I cannot. You know, I don't want people saying like, oh my gosh, you can take like a 3-year break. Take as long as you want, honey.
Yeah.
You know, because that's just going to push me in a place of complacency a lot more that I'm currently in. I need people to tell me a reality check. I need people to be like, yo, you're being a bitch.
Yeah.
Don't stress too much. Don't think too much. Put the stuff out. You got the quality. You've got what it takes. Believe in it just as much as we believe in you. And I'm like, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I feel like, back to what you were saying about reception and just hearing feedback, you know, I feel like it's not even necessarily looking for good feedback all the time. It's looking for truthful and honest feedback.
Yeah. Like,
You
people
know?
who aren't just like there for the like, they really mean it when they say, put some shit out.
Yeah.
Create some shit. Yeah.
Or like, even if someone goes, yo, this is a bad video.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take offense to it.
It's
Because art is subjective. You know, like when a musician drops an album of some sort and everyone loves it, it's a classic.
Yeah.
But they come back 2 years later with another album. Oh, this shit stinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like, end of the day, like, art is truly subjective in all forms. Video, audio, drawing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's all subjective. So I feel like as long as you believe in what you do and as long as you have faith, let no one take that away from you. You know, I feel like if you subscribe to the idea of what people believe is to be good art, you won't even know what good art is yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to channel it in and just be like, if this is good to you, fuck what anyone else thinks. Just put it out. If you have good feedback, that's great. If you have bad feedback, that's great.
That's even better still.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Because again, I think it all ties back into the fear of failure. You don't want to make something that people are gonna hate. You always want to create something that people are gonna love because you're hoping to get good reception. You're hoping to get like people just like, you know, like, oh my god, that's the best video I've ever seen in my life. Wow, that's what you're hoping to get. But then, you know, and again, that's when when you're starved for positive reception. But once you are just like, again, going back, when you're creating art to tailor to the masses, you're not gonna get real authentic responses. You're not going to get your real authentic self. Again, that goes back to the whole, you know, fuck 'em, you know. Like, you know, Tyler, the Creator, has a lot of stuff that he does say. I'm not going to quote anything because I can't remember any fucking thing that he has said. But for people that, you know, that really, you know, remember his quotes, you know, he says it on Run It Up, you know, about something like, you know, like people didn't fuck with me, people didn't mess with me. People in high school were telling me that I wasn't gonna be shit, I wasn't gonna do anything. So I just said fuck him, and he did his own shit, you know, and look at where he is right now, man. Like, was it 4-time Grammy nominated, man? Like, do you know how crazy that is? Like, we got Flower Boy, Ego, and all this stuff. But that's enough for me. Like sucking the Tyler, the Creator's dick. It's more of us just having a conversation about failure and about the fear of it.
And I think the fear of failure comes across the whole board, regardless of the situation. Like, you could be a student preparing for the exam and you're fearing the absolute possible outcome of it being a failure, you know, like receiving a bad grade, and I think ultimately, like, failure is how you learn in life. You don't learn from doing everything right. You know, you learn from making mistakes along the way, regardless of the situation or regardless of like how it comes to fruition, however that mistake comes to be, or how it comes to live. Just take it as a rewarding, a beautiful experience, because that lesson that the failure brings is the most rewarding thing you could get from that situation. If the goal in life is to experience, everything's a win, you know?
Like, I don't mean to cut you off again, But
Damn it, you cut me off again.
You cut you off again.
This fucking stinky ass
like,
guest.
I'm just leave the fuck. Nah. You, the man you're seeing in front of you right now. I'm just gonna address the crowd. The man you're seeing in front of you right now is a man born from failure. Is a man between the ages of 14 to 20. Is it? Yeah, between the ages of 14 to 20 was a massive failure in my eyes. I can say that now, looking back on it, because now I am here. In the future, I'm about to turn 27, and when I was 14, I had no fear of failure, but in the worst kind. By the time I was 18, I was so scared to even attempt anything because all I knew was failure. I was so scared to even do anything. I was so scared to write my A levels. I was so scared to write any exam because I knew that's all that would come out. I knew that nothing was going to come out from anything that I did. Until I changed my mindset. And I credit all of that to my mom. She is my rock. She's my boy. She's my guy. You know, like, she sent me a parcel this morning. And she sent me a parcel this morning. And it was just full of like, just drinks from back home. This beautiful shirt. So my totem back home, I'm Zimbabwean, by the way. My totem is it's like a spirit animal in a sense. It's an elephant. So she sent me this like, shirt with an elephant on it. Really nice. So until I changed my mindset and just decided that whatever happens from here on out, I know that I tried my best and that I did it my way. Nothing could stop me. I went to do my last exam knowing that I was the best thing in the world. I was the greatest to ever exist. I know it may sound cocky. I know it may sound bad. I know it may sound like, he's just like hyping himself up for no reason. But you really can't take away a man's confidence when he knows who he is. You really can't take away a man's confidence when he knows like what he can do. You know what I mean? Not even a woman's confidence or anyone in between. Once a person really identifies and really understands that there's something within myself that can push me over this hurdle, you can literally throw the fucking kitchen sink at that boy. Watch him dodge it. And like I said, by the time I wrote my last exam, I walked into that room. I knew that I'd passed. The invigilator gave me my paper, and I literally put my hand on the paper. I'm literally crying right now, just thinking about it. I put my hand on the paper and like grabbed the invigilator's hand at the same time, and I was like, I'm fine. Who the fuck would say that? I'm looking at the invigilator saying I'm fine as if I don't need to write the thing, because that's how sure I was to like I knew I was gonna pass. I knew what I was gonna do, because that fear of failure had completely left me. Based on my fact that I was hyping myself up, on the confidence, on the preparation that I'd made, and on the fact that I could basically tell the future by then. I saw myself being where I am right now at that very moment. And I can tell you right now, I see myself being so much further than I am right now. I can tell you right now that this guy is also going to be somewhere so much further than he is right now. We aren't just going to be two guys like sitting right now in a rented space. It's a very beautiful space, by the way. In a couple of years, we'll be looking back and they have those like billionaires conferences. They have like the stage, and then they have the couches, and they don't have microphones where they have to hold in their hand or on a stand. They have like on the ears, and then they're walking around like it's a TED talk and stuff like that. That's basically where this is gonna be, where this is gonna end up. We're literally gonna play the same video on a big screen and just be like, "Hey guys, that was us." Do you know why? It's because you're looking at a man that was once a failure, but now is full of confidence. Thank you.
I think you're, I wouldn't say crazy older than me, but you have some years on me. I'm still,
yeah.
We're both very young, but
Yeah.
I'm just younger. So I have yet to mature as profoundly as you have. You know,
Mm.
I'm very immature in certain senses, and I've got a lot of learning, a lot of growing to do, which I'm excited for. You know, I'm so excited to become the best version of myself, and I'm
Yeah.
aspiring to be better every single day.
Yes.
But I've had a fair few shares of failure across the board in different avenues.
Mm.
I've had failure in romantic relationships.
Mm.
I remember it's gonna be February soon. 2 years ago on Valentine's Day, I crashed my car on a way to see a girl over flowers.
Mm.
The same week, I had to quit my job because I had no car, and I lost the girl in the same week.
Yeah.
That's failure right there,
Yeah. It's like,
and it was crippling. I was like, how the fuck did I screw up so bad?
Yeah.
But really, as dark as the times felt, when I came out of that tunnel, oh my goodness,
yeah.
there was something so much more beautiful and rewarding out there for me. And it encompassed me and it engulfed me. And I'm like, yeah, this is really it. And without the hardships and without the failures, you won't be able to taste how sweet and fruitful the wins are, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. For
And
sure.
like in different avenues, I failed. My biggest dream as a kid, and I would say it's from watching Spider-Man as a kid, like New York,
yeah.
the American dream.
Yeah.
All of the media I've consumed growing up is American.
Mm.
You know, I love the American culture. I love the idea of the American dream. I want to have my own American dream.
Mm.
And I was fortunate enough to solo travel to America to work at a summer camp at the tender
Swear.
age of 18.
Wow.
Never left my house before. Never knew what it was to be away from your family, be away from your friends.
In New York.
Yeah, and then I traveled from New York through New Jersey to Pennsylvania. And I was like, okay, this is America. I'm finally here.
Yeah.
But then homesickness hit me. And I was like, whoa, like I'm really trying to smell the ingredients from my father's home cooked meals. The small, simple things I'm really yearning for right now. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And I was stressing, and there was a beautiful soul out there at my camp that made me feel at home. And, you know, truthfully, oddly enough, we had a conversation. I was the first Muslim she ever met. And we had a conversation about Islam. And strangely enough, like yesterday, she took her shahada, which is like the act of reverting to Islam. So now she's finally she's Muslim.
Oh,
and it's so
yeah,
weird
it's
to
beautiful.
think that, like,
Yeah.
based on one conversation, which I thought so little of,
She took
it evoked a lot of inspiration for her to study the religion for the past 3 years and finally made a decision as a Mexican to convert to Islam, which is very unorthodox. You know?
Yeah. Wow.
But back to that situation with the camp, I got fired from the camp. And
shit.
that failure weighed on me heavy. It was to the point where I was running around New York for 14 days with no game plan.
Yeah.
Do I go back home? Do I stay here longer? Because I was due at that camp for another 2 months. But I'm like, I can't show face at home because I'm going to come back as a failure. You know, I couldn't face my parents. My mom would call me, my dad would call me. I would not pick up the phone for days because I couldn't figure out how I can tell them I'm fired and I'm in New York. Like, your son's roaming around New York, and I'm in Manhattan one week, and in Brooklyn the other.
Hey, shout out Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Yeah, like that. I felt like that. I felt like, yo, shit, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
Like, who sent me to the big leagues? You know? And I was like, you know, trying to maneuver my way through this city. You know, and I remember a vivid moment because we were playing Giveon, a phenomenal singer, before we started this podcast. When his album Give or Take released, I was in Manhattan, Times Square. When it hit midnight, the billboards were like, Giveon, Give or Take, out now. And I was like, let me put this shit on. I listened to the whole album back to front. I'm gonna walk around Manhattan in my most upset state because I felt like a failure.
Yeah.
But looking back now, whenever I listen to that album, it's such a beautiful experience to relive because it's like, I remember how bittersweet and how hurtful the moment was. And I remember even flying back to London. My mum doesn't even know where I'm at. you know, I somehow found a way to get from London back home to my hometown, which is like a 2-hour drive away. And then I'm trying to sneak into my house, and my mom's reversing in front of the house, and I'm just like, fuck. Like, I've just got caught. And she looked at me like, what? like, you're here? I was like, yeah. And she's like, why are you back? Like, and I'm just like, mom, I got fired. And, you know, like, if I got fired from a regular job, it wouldn't matter too much. I've been fired from different jobs before.
Yeah.
For silly, stupid reasonings. But this one was the first time I ever got fired. And it was from an international job, which I was so excited for.
Yeah.
And I met some great people, and it just got took away from me in a matter of seconds. And I didn't do no wrongdoings.
Yeah.
And I really want to meet up with someone from the camp and film a whole podcast episode dedicated about my camp experience, what I learned from it. But I'm going to tell you, bro, I got fired on some bullshit basis.
Yeah, it wasn't even like nothing that you can really like be like, okay, maybe. It was,
It stripped me from my confidence because I got fired and I was supposed to be a videographer as my role. So I got back home thinking, I'm not good enough to be a videographer.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I haven't got what it takes.
Yeah.
And it took me over a year to get my confidence back. It took me a long time. But that was another failure. So I'm crashing my car in 2023. Got fired and was lost in New York 2022.
Yeah.
You know, and there's been many times where I've been hit with real failure, real tragedies. And it's just like, I'm at a point right now where I don't fear it too much.
Yeah.
But the only fear of failure I have right now is the fear of trying, because like what I'm doing right now is on a public platform. You know, people from my hometown see what I'm doing. You know, they see me putting this content out on YouTube. They see me putting this content out on the podcast. They see me launching products for my clothing brands. I have 3 public avenues. If I fail in all 3 or in any of them, it's a public failure. You know, it's not a failure that I only feel. It's a failure that everyone feels.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who are really rooting for me. There's a lot of people out there who are really cheering me on. So my fear of failure stems from the fact that if I fail, I'm not failing myself, but I'm failing everyone who believed in me.
Yeah.
Everyone who put their bets on me, like, yo, Anis is going to be someone one day. He's going to, like, his clothing brand's going to take off one day, or, like, any avenue's going to take off. If none of it takes off, I'm a failure to the public eye, not my eye. And that is what scares me the most. You know, like, if you're an entrepreneur and you got a side hustle or a business and you're working on it and no one knows about it because it's faceless or whatever, if you fail, no one knows.
Yeah.
You know,
just
like,
take the L by yourself.
And if you have a personal failure, like for me getting fired at camp, no one really knows that. So that's a failure I take personally. It's not a shared experience. It's not a shared failure.
Yeah.
So I think with this content creation shit, it takes a lot of courage. It really does take a lot of courage, because if you fail, you're a failure in not your eyes, but in everyone's eyes.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to grow old and walk around life. Oh, that's the guy who tried so hard. He was posting content on YouTube for 20, 30 years. He never made it. He never fucking made it. You know, I don't want to be met with that reality. I don't want to be met with that future. So I got to really find fucking will.
Yeah.
I got to find with every ounce of power and drive I can find, I got to make sure I'm someone. Because if I don't, I'm going to be a laughingstock.
No.
You know, how do you feel about that? Because you're posting on a public platform too. Do you account the idea of if you fail, people also see it and recognize it? Or are you not met with that? Are you not necessarily met with the pressure from society, or like the societal pressures? And before you start speaking about it, I'm going to grab my phone real quick. And once you finish, I'm going to play a voice note from a message I got 2 days ago on iMessage. Bear in mind, I never spoke to this guy in a few months.
Yeah, for sure.
He caught up with me. He sent me a voice note. And once you're finished talking, I'm going to play the voice note so people understand the pressures or the ideologies people are pushing on me in terms of content creation. But take it away.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, by the way, it's Flowerboy Thom on Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, please don't follow my Twitter. I don't tweet nothing crazy though. It's all fine. Remember, what was the question again? Do I feel the same pressures that you feel, in terms of success, and if it's in public? So reason why I admire you so much, and reason why I admire your work ethic and how hard you work, is mainly based on how how public you are with it. Basically, like you put your heart on your sleeve, and you really are like out there. Like you really go hard with it. You know what I mean? Whereas
if I don't own this shit, who is?
yeah,
If I don't staple my efforts, who's gonna staple them?
Yeah.
If I don't tell people what I'm doing, who's gonna tell them?
Yeah,
You know, like I really gotta embody the shit that I do,
Yeah.
and I really hope everyone does that. Everyone has to live in the fact that, like, even not even creatively, if you hit the gym 4 days a week, and you're proud of the work and you're proud of the results, plaster it.
yeah,
Show people like
Simple.
what you've done.
yeah.
You know, really like just vocalize your efforts.
Simple as that. I think for me it's more my community. Like I feel like the people that like interact with my content aren't that expectant. Not that they don't expect me to blow. I mean they do. Like I got people that genuinely like. For example, I got a friend of mine. His name is Admire. He's a good guy. When Speed is tour of Africa, and he was like he came to Zimbabwe. There's this guy, shout out Mutemachani. I'm shouting out a lot of people on this podcast. Shout out Mutemachani. He did a really good job. Like
But that shows that you got a great circle that you can confidently shout out.
Yeah, man.
And you should be proud of that.
Yeah, like no, these guys are great. Like Mutemachani, like he's a really great content creator, man. So when he came to Zim, he had like this guy that looks like strikingly like him. Called they nicknamed him like Zim Speed. I hate the nickname Timu Speed. They called him Zim Speed, right? So Mutemachani did an amazing job showcasing the beauty of Zimbabwe and just like how amazing the life is there. Not only that, but he also put himself on a great platform and did really well for himself. But I appreciated the message that my friend sent me, like Admire. He was like, "Hey yo, Johnny did his thing, but I really do feel like if you were there, you really could have shut the entire thing down. Like you would have like made it like so much better." He wasn't the only person to say that. I forgot there was someone else who did. Unfortunately, I can't remember. But that just shows that the people that like watch my content and like appreciate what I do, they see me, going somewhere higher. I need to see myself,
In that perspective.
Because like I said, I create, I make stuff, and then it's something in my head, and I'll lose my mind if I don't create it. I need to have a drive much like yours, where it's just like, I need to create this because I want to create it. And I really want to plaster it all over the world. Because I'm sort of stuck in the mindset of, if this thing just sticks on my Instagram, couple of hundred of views, I'm great. You know what I mean? But I need to adopt what you have, where it's like, hey, I'm super proud of it, and at every single moment that I have, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to make sure that everybody hears about my work and sees it and understand how passionate I am about it. So yeah, I just hope that like that just summarizes my my feelings about like how my community and how like the reception is based on the people that interact with my work.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I've released one episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
These are the geographical locations of the listeners.
Mm.
This is Spotify, Apple Music, only 2 platforms.
Yeah.
So we have 84% United Kingdom, of course.
Checks out.
My hometown's repping. 8.1%
Hmm.
United States,
Oh, yeah.
1.6% Netherlands,
Mm.
1.3% Israel. Like, guys, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
1% Canada, 0.7% Germany. Then you got Bulgaria. Then you got Mexico, Norway,
Hey, shout out
Egypt,
Mexico.
Portugal, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Poland. Like, I can't fathom the reach, and that's just 2 platforms: Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That doesn't include YouTube.
Yeah.
That doesn't include the audience on TikTok. That don't include the audience on Instagram. And it's only 1 episode. Like this is bound to become something worthwhile and great, and it's going to be something that's universal. A kid from the trenches of Florida could listen to this shit
Yeah.
and sympathize it just as much as the rich white girl that lives in the countryside in Britain. You know,
Yeah.
this
yeah.
is a podcast for everyone, and I'm not trying to generalize the podcast too much, but I really want to make sure people know that it's a space where it's not, narrow. It's not, this is just what it is. It's going to be a bit of everything, conversations with everyone of all walks of life. And I'm great that we're having this conversation because you've got a lot of insightful things to share. But back to the message that I received 2 days ago. I'm going to play it. Hopefully you guys can hear it from where you guys are at.
Yeah.
Big man, I'm gonna be real with you, man. You fucking disgust me. Genuinely. Bro, you have the talent. You have no fear of going in front of the camera. You have talent behind the camera. Bro, you've got everything, man. What the fuck are you doing? You're wasting your life, bro. You genuinely fucking disgust me. Genuinely. Like, if you were somebody with no talent, if you were somebody with no passion, with nothing, I wouldn't even give a shit. But you have everything. That's why you... Ew, nigga! Fuck! Fuck, man! Fucking... Nigga, you could have been great. You could have been one of the greats.
You still can.
You're fucking working at a fucking cinema, big dog. Fuck!
So, someone that's, perhaps insecure or weak-minded can take that and be like, oh my gosh, he's attacking me.
Yeah.
But that's reception I'm met with on a constant basis, not from him only, from different people. They're like, yo, you're wasting your talents. I don't know if you watched a film called Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
Written by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. My favorite film ever. A lot of people compare me to Matt Damon's character, Will Hunting. Someone that has a lot of someone has a lot of talent. Obviously I'm not a mathematical genius, but I have a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And I'm not fulfilling it purely because I'm met with complacency with where I'm at. I'm complacent with the people I'm around, which is a big no-go. Like, I should really strive to network better, to leave this life I currently have and build something grand for myself and meet new people along the way.
This is the part of the podcast you played that video of Kanye you posted on your story.
Oh, well, what was that?
The one where Kanye is like, you gotta surround yourself with like...
If you're around people who don't recognize what you have,
Yeah.
or he said something like that, what you have or what you bring, you will subscribe to the idea of how they feel about you, and you will then become, familiar with their viewpoints. You will be like, oh yeah, this is how I am. But no, you should really find them answers within,
Yeah. Excuse me. Did you say something? Nuh-uh. You can't tell me nothing. Ha ha. You can't tell me nothing.
I remember the first night we met, we were doing karaoke. And that was a song I decided to play out every song because that's how I was feeling at the time.
Ah, shit, yeah.
I was like, man, no one can tell me shit, man.
Oh, shit.
And I remember going to that kind of function. Not, I was kind of nervous because I wasn't familiar with anyone there. And I got there and was welcomed with warmth, real energy and real love. And that kind of made me so enticed with the idea of meeting new people. Because my past 5, 6, 7, 8 years, maybe decade, I've been so, I've got good, loyal people around me.
Yeah.
Maybe not as ambitious as me. Maybe not as driven as me or whatever, But they're loyal. They're great. But I don't want to be the best out of my bunch. I want to be the worst out of my bunch. I want to be the guy that has no talent, no drive.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to climb my way through the ranks.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the example anymore. I feel like I'm constantly the person in my network, in my area, my hometown. I'm the one getting recognized for doing stuff. And I'm like, people say, oh, you inspire me.
Yeah.
I don't want to serve as an inspiration right now. Because who am I? I'm nobody. I want to search for inspiration.
Yeah.
Become great. And then lead with
From
real
there.
inspiration. I don't want to be the best out of my bunch no more. I don't want to be the flower that gets picked first. I want to be the flower that stays in the soil, gets watered more,
Yeah.
feeds out more nutrients from the soil,
Like learns more.
and then become a big bright flower, like
Yes,
the
sir.
best of the bunch.
Yes, sir.
You know, like I don't want to be the best of the bunch right now. You know, that's not my aim. If I'm already the best out of my bunch,
You gotta find a new bunch.
yeah, like I think it's just like it's kind of hard to encapsulate, and I'm kind of probably using a bad analogy for it.
No, but I hear you though.
I just feel like I need to find a new bunch, a bunch of like people who are so bold, outlandish, crazy, talented, who makes me feel like the small fish. I don't want to be the shark in the ocean no more. I want to be
Yeah.
the small little fish, you know? And I
Yeah.
want to be feeding on the little veggies or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
You know, but again, just going back to what you said, like that's the beautiful thing about meeting new people.
Yeah.
You know, just like place yourself in like places. There's this one place, this one like it's like a group of sorts. They're like regularly do thing, but again, it's based in London, Birmingham. Please pull up your socks. Like again, but that's just me. Just you know, I don't know much about Birmingham content creation really, but I know that London is kind of where it's at.
And I want to say, if you're listening to this and you live in London and you want to pursue something creative and you're not doing it, I hate you.
Yeah, like
You're in the
you're in the hub, bro.
You're in the hub. You're in the greatest place in England to create some real shit, to
Yeah.
build some foundations of grand stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're, you know, just catching the tube just to go to work and that's it, and you're complacent with just working, I despise you. You really need to like have that hunger on some Mighty Supreme shit. You know, you gotta find your ground in the city. And I really want to be in a big city because I really wanna.
Yeah.
I feed off energy.
Yeah.
And it's why I love hanging around kids a lot, because they have this real childlike, youthful
Yeah.
spirit,
Like
and it makes me feel energized.
yeah, like talk about people that like have no fear of failure. A kid will literally be, you can tell a kid do a backflip and he'll be like, yeah, fuck it, let me try.
Yeah,
And he'll do it and then he will fail and he'll be like, you know, I'll try again later or some shit like that.
It's like your first instances of failure is when you try to learn how to walk.
Yeah.
If you are discouraged from the first few failed attempts, me and you would just be still crawling on all fours like some dumbasses.
Yeah.
You know? But by nature, we just
keep trying.
persevere.
Yeah.
And a lot of people lose perseverance due to societal outlooks. People telling them that they can't be this or they can't be that. But like why subscribe to that idea? Like subscribe to only what you believe in. And it's easier said than done. And I struggle with it all the time. You know, there'll be moments where I'm like, yeah, I feel great.
Yeah.
But I think the past year I felt my absolute lowest. And that's just some personal shit that I've had to experience and endure to build my character. And I'm sure that you feel the same. Like you're not necessarily met with the constant feeling of I can do anything. You're going to have moments of like, we're all human. We all have feelings of doubt. Feelings of this may not even work out. Let me not even try. And back to the fear of failure. A lot of people are so scared of failing that they don't even try, bro. Like even with the clothing brand, I was so scared of that I was gonna fail. I didn't drop anything for a whole year. I kind of teased the name.
Yeah.
Made an account on Instagram.
And then
Left it for a year because I was so scared of starting it. And one day I was like, let me just drop some t-shirts. First ever drop. I sold in America. 4 different states in America, bro. Not even just one state.
Yeah.
New York, New Jersey, Texas, Massachusetts. I can't even say that state right.
But
that shows the reach.
Yeah,
you know?
that shows the reach.
Like some states, like some clothing brands in America could only sell in that state. They couldn't even sell out of that state.
Yeah.
I've sold out of the country
Overseas,
in 4 states,
bro.
and I wasn't giving myself the well-deserved pat on the back that I should have for that. But now I recognize, like, yo, that's some great shit. And I was so scared of failure that I wasn't about to start at all. I was never gonna start this company or brand, and I did. 4 states in America: Netherlands, Norway, France, Bulgaria, Bahrain. You know, like even with the hoodies, I sold one in Mexico. You know, like these are like places I dream of visiting, but my brand is already there.
There.
Like I'm already there in spirit almost. You know,
Yeah.
like something that I designed and I created
It's like
are already established in these countries, and I'm just like, yo, like even New York, that's like a fairy tale place for me. Like I remember being like 0 years old. I don't remember vividly, but I know for a fact I was watching Spider-Man over and over and over again. It came out in 2002. That's the year I was born.
Yeah.
So my mum bought it on the cassette thing, and I'd just watch it mindlessly. And I grew older, and once I gained consciousness, I was like, New York, this is like a fairy tale. Imagine it, like just a crazy place. Like I'm never gonna ever be there. I'm never gonna make it there. But there's 3 individuals out in New York that are rocking or repping what I've put out. Yeah, like and I really want this to inspire others to just start what they want to do. Don't consume the idea that it's gonna fail. Like don't feed it. Don't let it give it power to you, because you won't ever know until you try. And the last thing I want for people, especially those that are listening right now, I don't want you to be on your deathbeds, you know, wishing you tried it. You at least tried it. No, just try it. If it fails, it fails. Like at least you have clarity and know it wasn't meant to be. And if you fail, try the next ambition. Try the next side quest you want to fulfill. And if that fails, oh well, start the next one. You know, like I think no successful person has met a life with no failure. Everyone's failed. And the most successful people, I'm sure they're the people that have failed the most in life, you know?
You know what, man? You inspired me. I'm going to DM her right now. So I'm going to try DM her. And then if it fails, it fails. Now,
DM who?
Nah, hey. No.
Hey, always shoot your shot. Okay, even... oh my gosh, that's such a great topic of discussion.
Yeah, shooting your shot.
Even shooting your shot with someone you have a crush on. It's such a crippling thing, but you gotta just shoot.
You gotta just shoot, bro. You gotta just shoot, bro.
Feel like you're Steph Curry behind the 3-point line. Every shot you take is bound to go in, you know?
Hey,
feel like you're Michael Jordan attacking the rim. Like you're dunking that shit and it's green every fucking time.
All the time, man.
And, you know, if you miss, you miss. Like, oh well. Like Michael Jordan, look how many shots he's missed, you know?
Yeah, he actually said, I don't focus more on the shots I made. I focus more on the shots I missed or something.
Yeah,
or
like look at the greatest athletes out there in the world, like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I don't know why I mentioned him, because I believe Messi used to be better. But Cristiano Ronaldo, he's one of the best penalty takers, conversion rate wise.
Oh, yeah.
But look how many times he's missed from the spot.
He's no one 100%, bro.
Yeah, like no one's 100% in what they do. You could be the greatest in what you fucking do, but no one in this world is perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect like the J. Cole song.
Yeah, I was going to say Hannah Montana, but hey.
Yeah, and even like on the topic of J. Cole, with his retirement album, I don't know why you're retiring, J. Cole. Please come back.
Yeah.
But with the Fall Off, the promotional video for it, J. Cole sampled and used a audio clip of a YouTuber, a very, very small YouTuber.
Yeah.
And the video only had 300 views.
You know what? I have a story. Go on.
And one of them 300 views was Jermaine Cole, one of the greatest lyricists of our time.
There you go.
So I really want to enforce the idea to people.
There you go.
That you don't know who's actually consuming your stuff. You don't know who's watching. And just put stuff out, because these celebrities that you worship, I don't get this with the worship shit, but these celebrities are regular people. You know, they have their own mobile device. They have these algorithms which are the same algorithms as you. You know, they use the same apps as us. So if you put stuff out on these apps, they're bound to see it. Look at Drake, arguably one of the biggest artists of our time, if not the biggest statistically. But look how tapped in he is to the market. He knows all of the streamers.
Yeah.
He knows all of the content creators. He knows all the niche stuff in the internet. A lot of these people are just human, and they love to see entertaining shit regardless of who the creator is.
They love to consume.
Yeah.
The same way that you love to consume.
I feel like we tend to see these actresses or these actors or these athletes as just creators. You know, they're not. They're consumers just as much as creators. They consume too. And if you create, what are the chances of them consuming your stuff? Very unlikely, but it's not impossible.
It's not
It's
impossible.
not 0%.
Yeah.
So I really want people just to create whatever there is. You know, if you want.
I was just gonna say like about like you mentioned that guy the person that made that this like J Cole made the sample of. I got two stories basically. One the personal one. One is one that I just ran into not too long ago. So I'm not sure if there's anyone who drinks Dr Pepper. Personally, I don't.
I have a friend
Yeah.
who's addicted to that shit, but now I believe he has some stomach issues. So guys, cut down the soda.
Yeah. Or just put down the Dr Pepper, right? So again, I'm not sure like how many of you guys just consume Dr Pepper or just even just like watch their ads, but it's mainly this. So this ad obviously just gonna show up in America. It's an American product basically. This one young lady on TikTok just turned her phone on, turned on her camera, and just started singing. Like she just said, "Hey guys, I have an idea for a theme song for Dr Pepper," and she just started singing. Just for no reason, just started singing. The executives at Dr Pepper saw that thing. And right now, her silly little song that she just turned the camera on is the theme song. Like, do you understand that? That's the equivalent of a music executive at Rockefeller, just hearing me just like rap for a couple of seconds on this thing, and then all of a sudden, I'm an intro to Jay-Z's next album. You know what I mean? Like, do you know how weird that is? It's like someone like they're all watching. I made a video in 2022. This is now the personal story. I made a video in 2022. And I'll just quick diversion. This is my favorite video. While I was making it, I hated every second of it because I just like nothing was right. The lighting was terrible. My outfit was terrible. Everything about it was just so terrible, and it sat in my phone for about a couple of months until one day I was so inspired. I was like, you know what? Let me just grab this shit videos that I have and just chop it up and then just make whatever I can. And I made it. And I set it to the song Chewing Gum by Blood Orange and A$AP Rocky. And Project Pat, sorry. And of course, as you would, you never know. You just shoot your shot, right? I tagged all three of them. I put it up on my story. And I just said, you know what, fuck it. If they see it, they see it. If not, and I just thought it was a joke. 2 weeks later, I got a like from Project Pat on that video. I was like, whoa, Project Pat. You know, my dad listened to Project Pat. You know what I mean? But that's, again, it's a generation before me. And I was like, whatever. The next day, as if they communicated with each other. It's like, hey, yo, check this guy out, you know? Send him the video. Dev Hines, Blood Orange, liked the video. And I was like, shit, I've been a fan of Blood Orange for the last, I think at the time, 2022, for like 9 years at that point. It was amazing because that meant a lot to me. And that was just the top. I could have been like, oh yeah, this is it, you know, that's amazing. And then a month later, bro, A$AP fucking Rocky viewed my story. But that's what matters is that they all interacted with the video. Just from tagging, just from putting it out there, these guys consume as much as they create. They love to see shit. They love it when they're incorporated in shit. And all three of these people saw my video. A video that I hated. A video that I was going to scrap and just put away. A video just going to be like, you know what? I hate everything about it. There's nothing that can come from it. I was inspired one day. And I made something of it. And they interacted with it. You know, doesn't matter if I'm right now at the Grammys. I don't give a fuck. All I know is that those guys saw it and they're going to see it again and again and again at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like this topic of failure is like such a broad topic to discuss because it applies to so much, like even romantic relations, for instance.
Yeah.
If you fear the idea of losing that person, you more likely than so will manifest it to become reality. But overthinking or overanalyzing out of fear, perhaps you will do the things that will push them away purely because you've overthought out of fear. And fear breeds negativity.
Oh, yeah.
Fear breeds resentment. Fear breeds all bad. So I think fear as a concept that's out of my understanding still to this day. I don't understand what it means to be afraid. I don't understand what it means to feel fear. But I understand it to be one thing, and it's fucking awful and it's bad.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm trying to eliminate it out of my life. I want to be clean and pure from this feeling. And, you know, I've always been someone that's like always open and honest and like vulnerable. But I feel like some people are just fear being vulnerable. It's like the small things in life. You could be afraid of anything, you know, like my biggest fear is like swimming, like or being in an ocean because I can't swim. You know, like if I was like, I remember being at a pool party and I had to be in a shallow end the whole time because I just didn't know how to swim. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Nah, like I'm not saying anything. I'm just go on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There's like a lot of stuff I'm afraid to do, not necessarily because it's a scary thing, but it's because I'm not equipped to handle the situation. If I was able to swim, I won't be afraid of the ocean or water.
Yeah.
And I think that can imply, what I'm trying to get with that is it kind of applies to everything in life. We are afraid typically of the unknown. But if you can try and flip the script and realize the unknown is beautiful, because the unknown molds who you are, and the unknown creates a sense of mystery which can be daunting and scary, but also beautiful and poetic. Because if, let's say I gave you a script right now, and you knew every sequence or every moment leading up to your death, and I said you can read it, or you know everything, or you don't read it, chances are you're like, I don't want to read it.
No, I don't. I wouldn't want to read it.
Because if you read it, it's like when you're about to watch a film and someone spoils it for you. I don't want to watch the film no more.
Yeah.
It's like there's such a beautiful feeling when it comes to the unknown, and people tend to mistake it and fear it. Please just like embrace what it is, and fuel yourself in exciting ways. You know, like understand that like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen in next week. I don't know what's going to happen in next month or next year, but I'm healthy. I'm happy. Yeah. I can dictate everything that leads throughout that in timeline, and whatever is meant for me will find me. I think that's just like, it's just boiling it down to the very simple processes. But life is so chaotic at times that we tend not to like really sit down and like have clarity and engage with real thoughts about little intricacies of life, like fear. No one really sits down and understands why they're scared. But based on this conversation, I kind of just found the understanding that it probably is because we just don't know. And it's as simple as that. You know, maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I'm dumb as fuck.
No.
But I think for me anyway, I could speak for myself. I think it's just really the not knowing what's going to happen. You know? Yeah,
it's a fear of am I gonna make it?
Am I gonna make it?
But you know, and then that's when you don't try.
Yeah, and I think this is just only the second episode of the podcast.
Yeah, man.
And I don't know, like I can't remember the stats off the top of my head, but it's like most podcasts, I think 90% don't get past episode 1. And then I think 70% don't get past episode 3. So I'm one episode away from being in the top 70%. And then if I can publish 2 episodes a month for the rest of the year, output-wise, I'll be in the top 1% of podcasts in the world. Top 1%. And all I have to do is show up with courage, and be there. Be in the space. Be present. And in the creative space, especially the UK space, I want to take it over. Like, when you think of UK space in terms of creators or content creators, you think about like the Chunks, the Nico Amalana, the Beta Squad, like the KSI.
Them lot,
Even like what would you consider streamers from the UK to be? I'm not necessarily tapped
I'm not tapped into much.
But it's like there's these like solidified guys, and I feel like I can provide something different, and I want to be one of the top dogs. I want to be one of the greats and one of the best in the UK space. And once the whole of the UK knows me, I want to be international after. But weirdly enough, I have a good portion of international base of, not I want to say fans, but supporters or people that believe in me.
Yeah.
Like, there was a girl that migrated from Africa to Sweden.
Mm.
I believe it's Sweden. And if I'm wrong and you're listening, I'm so sorry.
Probably like
And she
Switzerland
was
or-
14 at the time, so I'm guessing like 15 or 16.
Mm.
She reached out to me on TikTok and was like, "You're one of my favorite YouTubers." And if you sat me
Wow.
down and asked me who my target audience was, the last thing I would say was a girl from Africa migrating to Europe
Yeah.
and is only 14 or 15, and it's a girl. You know,
Yeah,
like, that's the
it's-
last person
it's-
I would like assume to be consuming my content and resonating with it and understanding it to be good content.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm already recognized worldwide on a very small scale. It's all good. I'm guessing the camera died, but it's all good. And that's a very big indicator that we need to wrap it up at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's what was like on a very small scale. I have listeners from different walks of life already,
Yeah.
but if I can magnify that, what are the possibilities at this point? You know, like I can really build something so great, not for myself. I never want to build something great for myself.
Mm.
Like, the only reason why I'm so eager and hungry to win is because I have so many people I want to share these wins with. I want to share these blessings with. Like, if I ever get to a position where I have like money, I want to give this money to the people.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do humanitarian work. I want to build things for the communities.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want these people to be on the streets hopeless, thinking that like selling drugs or doing some dumb shit is the only way. Because I remember being a child on the streets, tempted to do these things, tempted to be like, I need some quick money, I need a quick fix. But fortunate enough, funnily enough too, these drug dealers that I was looking up to at the time were telling me like, yo, you got something.
Yeah.
With this content creation thing or whatever you want to do creatively,
You got something.
do that. Don't be dumb. Don't be stupid like us.
Mm.
Because we had no other choice but to do this.
You got one.
You have a chance. You have an opportunity. But yeah, back to like just providing. Like, I only really want to win because I understand how much I can share these blessings and share these wins with, and that's why I'm so hungry, because I got a lot of people out there who are, I wouldn't say necessarily counting on me to make it,
Yeah.
but they're rooting for me to make it, and they've all put their bets on me, and the last thing I want to do is be a failure and make them lose their bets. I want them.
Yeah.
I want their bets to cash out. I want
Oh,
them
yeah,
to
for
win
sure.
big.
Yeah.
And I want myself to win big. And I want everyone around me to feel like we made it.
Yeah, like,
you know?
like we got money on you, bro. Like, we definitely got money on you.
Yeah.
And, like,
and I got money on you too.
Yeah.
And I'm not supposed to be
Hey.
betting, bro. That shit haram.
I know. I know.
But yeah, I think we've reached the end of our rental time. And it's so weird that we've rented. People are probably like curious, why do we rent a rehearsal studio?
Asking questions. Wow.
Back to the premise of the podcast, I really want the guests to feel like this podcast episode is personal and resonates with who they are. And
No, don't mind me. Go on.
we just believed that, you know, what represents Thom a lot is the foundations of music, you know, the instruments. He feels it, you know, like when I see him, he's always vibing, you know.
My bad.
And
My bad, y'all.
yeah, like, I think we were set on a karaoke room, but the prices were looking a bit too hefty. Crazy. And my pocket's kind of shallow right now, and I embrace it. I'm broke.
Yeah.
But if I'm broke, that means I'm only hungry. And if
And-
I'm broke, the only way is fucking up.
Fucking up.
How can I be more broke when I'm broke? I mean, I could be in debt, perhaps, if you want to get technical.
Man.
But last thing I'm going to be is in debt. You know, the only
That's
thing I'm
actually
in
fucking
debt to
crazy.
is myself. And
That's
I got to
it, bro.
feed myself.
That's it.
But yeah, I feel like we set on the rehearsal studio because that just
Yes,
kind of
sir.
encapsulates the world of Thom
Yes,
and
sir.
the way he engulfs himself in the art that is called music.
I absolutely love music. You know, not to get, bro. I was, you know how like, what's his name? So when Northwest was born, Kanye West's daughter, fucking.
Have you heard a song for her? It's like the only one.
Oh, that's a banger. That's a
Yeah.
banger. So when Northwest was born, Kanye was playing Bohemian Rhapsody
Oh,
at
yeah,
the exact moment when she was born. You know how crazy that
Yeah,
is.
like Music is the soundtrack of life.
I'm 100% sure my dad was playing some shit while I was being born, because it's a disease. The first full album I listened to that my dad played for me was the Fugees,
Classic.
Fugees, The Score. The first full album that I listened to on my own was Confessions by Usher. The first vinyl that I bought was Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator. First concert I ever went to in my life on my own was John Legend's 20-year of Get Lifted. I can tell you so many things about music and about like my appreciation of it. I can go on hours and hours, but then time is running out. But one thing, can I just plug some shit?
Yeah.
Just say some shit. At some point, if you are watching this and you really want to just like fucking listen to some music, some listening party type shit, I really want to bring this stuff to Birmingham, bro. I've told you many times I've gone to London just to go listen to music, and I have to come back in the fucking AMs, bro. Do you know how crazy that is for me to go listen to music in another city when I can listen to music here? So at some point, I really want to do this. I really want to bring it to Birmingham, because music brings people together. It's such a beautiful thing, and man, yeah, I ain't got too much. I'll start crying into the mic, bro. I don't want to cry in the mic. I don't.
Hey, let him see his flow.
But yeah, hey, I appreciate you having me as the first guest.
It's been an honor having you, and I've had a
Yeah.
great conversation with you.
A great conversation, and as per usual, bro, it's such a blessing to be someone's first.
Hey,
But- Hey.
Hashtag still a virgin.
Hey, but it's great, and I really do hope that the next episodes are 10 times as better than mine. Shout out my man Abbas. You guys can't see him, but
Yeah, remarkable work behind the camera.
Remarkable work behind the camera.
Putting in the work. And, he's the type of guy that would say, he's very supportive of what I do and who I am.
yeah,
But he is so true to himself that he wouldn't sit through a podcast episode, even if it's by me. And we had a conversation at a table the other day with me and my boys, and like Abbas was like, I didn't even listen to the episode. And what I want to say is, before I wrap this shit off, is that if you put out content, if you put out any art form out there for the world, don't register your friends to be your audience.
yeah.
Aim bigger, think bigger. If you like create content purely for your friends, you're missing out on a lot of blessings and a lot of people and a lot of eyes and a lot of ears.
Yeah. Again.
Work to appeal the masses, to appeal to the whole world, not your friendship circle and not your community.
And do your shit.
Yeah.
Do your shit.
Like, there's no love lost because someone in my friendship group hasn't tuned into a podcast episode. They support me in different ways. They purchase the hoodie from the brands, or they watch the YouTube videos because that's more their lane.
Or even just recording the shit.
Yeah, so like if you're my friends, it's all love regardless on how you support me. And this has been episode 2 with the first official guest of Not Everyone Should Have a Podcast. I hope everyone who listened enjoyed. I hope everyone who listened took something from this episode, even if it was a brief moment.
Yeah.
Hopefully it resonated with you. If not, that's cool, because we have plenty of other topics of other walks of life with different people, and maybe that will resonate with you. And if none of them resonate with you, I think you got a problem with yourself, buddy. You got a problem. But I got a lot of problems, and I'm gonna work to navigate through all of them with my regular life, with my content creation, with the podcast episodes, and with the clothing brand. This won't be the last time you heard from me this year, and I'm sorry that you gotta listen to this annoying ass voice for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4.
Fucking eternity, bro.
As long as I'm living and breathing on this planet, best know I'm delivering content, and best know at some point it's gonna get annoying because I'm gonna be posting so much.
In God's will.
You're going to be irritated, like, damn, this guy's working so harder than me. It makes me frustrated with myself.
Yeah. That should inspire you to work.
Yeah, like, so at the end of the day, aim to be not the best of your bunch, be the best in the world. This has been Anas Arshad, your main host for the podcast, joined with his temporary co-host / guest, Thom.
Sir.
We're checking out. Anything you want to say before we leave?
Hey yo, man. Just love your neighbor. That's it, bro. Just love your neighbor.
Interesting. I have some awful neighbors, but I try to love them.
Alright, bless. Ah! How long was that? Fucking